Bonjour, today let's have a look at the French verb être, which means to be in the imperfect tense. Today we are going to learn how to say I was, you were, he was, and so on. But what you need to know is what are the endings of the imperfect tense in French? Well, they're always the same. For je, it is est, A-I-S, have a look. For tu, it's est, the same. For il, elle, on, it's est as well, but with a T. For nous, it's ion, I-O-N-S. For vous, it's I-E-Z. For il and elle, which means they in the plural, okay, it's est, A-I-E-N-T. What you will notice is that we say except for yon and ye, okay? So don't worry about the spelling so much. The sound is always the same. It's est. So, to be, which is être, in the imperfect, does not look anything like être, okay? Have a look at this. It starts with e, et, okay? But then you add the special endings I've just given you. So, when you want to say I was, you say j'étais. Can you say that? J'étais. Well done. Now, tu étais, you were. Tu étais. Il était, he was. Il était. She was is elle était. Very good. It's the same as il. We always conjugate il, elle, and on the same way. Elle était, on était. Bravo. Nous étions, that means we were. Okay, nous étions. Vous étiez, okay, remember I-E-Z, make sure that you pronounce the I. Vous étiez, and that means you were, again, that's the more polite form of saying you, and when you use this you for a group of people. Ils étaient, or ils étaient, if you want to make the liaison, elles étaient, okay, they were, okay? So have a look at it again. J'étais, tu étais, il était, nous étions, vous étiez, ils étaient, elles étaient, and so on. And obviously, il, elle, on is the same, okay? Right. If I were to use this in an example, I could say, for example, quand j'étais jeune, je faisais du judo tous les samedis après-midi. Now have a look at this sentence. We know that j'étais means I was, okay? So, when I was young. Quand means when. Quand j'étais jeune, when I was young, what did I used to do? Now, the second verb is faisait here. Here, it's another tricky verb, which I invite you to have a look at in my other videos. The verb is faire, to do. Faire, okay? So what did I used to do? I used to do judo. And when did I used to do this? Tous les samedis après-midi. Now, tous les samedis, Saturday, après-midi, afternoon. Okay, so it's a little tricky this, but try to put it together and then magic happens. So, repeat with me. Quand j'étais jeune, je faisais du judo tous les samedis après-midi. Perfect. Let's have a look at the other with a French accent. Let's have a look at the other sentence. Vous n'étiez pas de très bonne humeur hier. Vous n'étiez pas de très bonne humeur hier. Now you might think that humor means humor. Humor, haha, is funny. Doesn't mean that, okay? It means mood. Mood, okay? Now you might see as well that in this sentence you have the word pas. And ne is between the, is not between at all. Ne is just before étiez, okay, which we know for a fact because that's what we are seeing today. Étiez means you were, okay, vous étiez. But in that case, I've added a ne before and a pas after, and it means not. Vous n'étiez pas. You were not, okay? Again, if you're not confident with the negation, please have a look at my lesson on negation. Vous n'étiez pas de très bonne humeur. You were not in a very good mood. Hier, yesterday, hier, okay? I know this is a very tricky example, but I wanted to show you what it looks like in a negation, okay? Now remember, humeur does not mean humor. Humour is humor, okay? Now, another example, quite simple, actually. Ils étaient sur le pont de Londres hier soir. Ils étaient sur le pont de Londres hier soir. Okay, now ils étaient, they were. Okay, ils étaient, where were they? Sur le pont de Londres, on top of London Bridge. Okay, so on London Bridge. Le pont is the bridge, and Londres is London. Okay, hier soir, yesterday evening. Okay, so repeat, ils étaient sur le pont de Londres hier soir. They were on London Bridge yesterday evening. Okay, now all these examples are quite tricky. I choose them so you can see that we can make them tricky. But why don't you out there give me an example using the verb to be in the imperfect tense, just like we learned them it now. Okay, now that's it for me. Remember to have a look at my website learnfrenchwithalexa.com, and why don't you subscribe to this awesome channel of mine. Au revoir, à bientôt, bisous bisous.